Alright guys, we're live. So I just want to show you guys this trade that I've got going right now. So you can see we're pushing down lower. All we need is just one strong candle to close sort of about here. And if that happens, it'll wipe out all of this towards its left and we'll probably start a massive short run. So when that happens, I just want to move some of my entries around. So I probably want to take the big one off there, which is the 1-to-1 of that candle. This one here to take out the lows, and then this one is a runner. We'll just see how far that runs. If it fails to follow through and we start getting close over here, we're probably going to start the next leg long, which is also okay because I'll just jump in on that one as well. But what we're hoping for is a little bit of a push through, so a bit of like a rejection as it comes back up, and then a push through back short, and then these moving averages can cross over. So you can see we tried to play the short here, and it sort of didn't happen, and then we had to run off. And so what I'm hoping happens, that was initiated by this candle, is the next run down short, which this tried to do. So if it happens, I do want to catch it. That's right if it doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen as well, that's okay. Because then we will just wait for a good move like this one, that candle right there. I'll mark it out. Something like that to happen long, and then we'll just go with it. But essentially this candle here is what I'm hoping forms short. And I did jump in a little bit early because we want it to sort of load up like this. We're going to use a rectangle. So we want a nice short bar like that, just to close like that. And if that did, then we probably want to go something like that, a risk to reward like that. So let's let this play out. Let's see what happens. Time will tell. Yeah, so that's the Fibonacci. We kind of want this to just be a lower portion. If it's all in this lower portion, that's right. If we start to break over, if we really start pushing up towards that 50%, then we'll probably go up like that, down, and then back up. So the 5-minute short did get triggered, so we just want this spot to hold. And what I think I'll do is I'll just move the stop loss just above that line. the fact all this data come under here, and we've sort of got a rejection off of that, is really, really good sign. I would have preferred to go like there and then just come straight down. So we don't want it to start to form too high over this, otherwise we're definitely going wrong. I would much rather prefer a lot more follow through on this downside. At some stage we have to get a strong close over that. If we don't, we're probably just going to range through here until we pick a direction. But right at this state here is where we do want to be playing the trade. So this is really, really good. Yeah, so that's what we want to see. We want to see that. It's a really, really good follow through. So long as it closes strong. There we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. So let me get rid of all of this. Now we want some good follow through on this one. Oops. So I'll take this one as though you're going to take another trade short, and I'll keep that at the 1-to-1. I'll let the trend sort of fizzle itself out with this one. Or I might even just leave this one here and take out the lows, and then I'll let this one try to ride the trend as far as we can go. And so if you see this one down here, let me check. Yeah, so this one down here is close towards the red moving average, down by the lows down here on this one. This one here is like a Hail Mary. It's just out of the way to just see how far things run. And then we want to see what happens towards this spot. But if this all follows through, we have caught the start of the trend. Like that one. Sorry, like that one. But I need this to follow through and just wipe out all of that data. If it doesn't, if this smashes through and wipes out that, then we're definitely going long. Just going to go into the bathroom quickly. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. I definitely don't want this to close over that, because if that does, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, so that's a 5 minute. No follow through on that though, which isn't good. Like that, there's a lot of people coming in to push that down. But I mean, that rejection was crazy. So if we do get a strong candle long, bottom, 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 and if we do get a strong green candle that closes, I'd probably say about this area, over all that. Even over this. Then we probably want to be looking at going long again. I just want to give my stop loss a little bit of room to breathe. But I do like that this moving average changed under. And I do like that if we put this in, that it's still in the lower third, that sideways price action. So if we just get a big short red candle now that just clears all this, then it's going to be a really, really good move. Oops, got rid of the wrong one. Remove, remove. So this region, this is where we need to clear with a strong bar. If we do get one and it clears my stop loss, I'm just going to go jump straight into the longs. Still do like the shorts even on the 5 minute. And what is these ones? Yeah, so let me just check my other charts. $15-minute looks like we might set up a trigger long, which would be that little right there. Otherwise, if 15-minute, if we can close below that section there, which is on our 5, then we've got the next leg down for sure. 60-minute, we can go as low as that on the 60, or if we go for the Hail Mary and it just keeps going way down there, way down there. So let's see what our 2-minute looks like. So we're going to get that strong close that I was hoping. So if we get a really, really strong close down there, then that would be perfect. If we get a really strong close there, I'm adding to this for sure. Looks like we're getting it. So that's a late add, that's right. I don't know where that one would have been anyway. Is it this one? I'll just put them all there. So let's, I don't know which ones are which now. So let's layer out of these. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Interesting. I thought I was going to keep. I must have moved all my stop losses. Oh no. But yeah, that's a great trade. You can see how much that was worth. Yeah, good. Just about $500 for the night. But I want to re-enter this at just one contract. Because I still want one on. No, we stuffed that trade up, so let's leave that. No, let's run this. Let's run this. If we get a color change, let's run this for sure, because we want to take out those lows. Oh, one contract. No, let's go one contract. Ah, that's a shame. I wanted to have one contract left running. I must have shifted it. There we go. And we'll go 1-to-1 on this. Actually, let's leave it there because we'll take out the lows. We'll take out the lows. What a shame on that. I didn't see myself shift one of them, but maybe if I watch it back, I'll see myself shift the one contract. I'm calling it a night. So this is the sim account that I left just demo at one contract, and it was up there, it was the color change. Short, so I'll see how far this one goes instead. Yeah, there it is. They would have taken it low. That's okay. Let's see how far this runs. So let's bring that stop loss there. Yeah, so that was a great night. So if I had that one contract still, maybe I do. I honestly didn't see myself take it off. No, I must have. Yeah, that's a shame. So what I would do, if I go back to this one, I would have brought the stop loss to break even, and then on this one here, I'd leave that there. So I'll leave that there, and then let it play it out and just see how far it all runs. but I wanted to take off the majority of the risk on that first candle and then just let the runner run. And then we want to see maybe just a slight pullback. If it takes out stop loss, that's okay. And then the second leg, so almost like push one, pivot, pullback, push two, and then that way the stop loss will go to the pivot, pullback. But yeah, there's no telling how low this. Either that will hold that red line or will crash through and we'll just keep going all the way down to take out those legs. So this run has the potential to go extremely far. Oops. Yeah, that's a big shame. Big shame. Okay, there we go. So now I'll bring it back to this one. Perfect. Oops. Okay, so you can see that was the entry. So we've got the bounce off of there. And then we're running it short. This is just the one contract. So I'm going to draw a trailing stop. I'll leave my stop loss behind this powerful bar there. What we're looking for is something like, once this goes up, something like push down again. So if that happens, we either push up, take the stop loss out, or if it comes to that pivot pullback like that, we'll bring the stop loss there, and then we'll trail it bar by bar. But this trade's got the potential to go so far, sort of just to take out this low way down there. And you can see my entry was all the way up there, just on the one contract. So I'm actually going to break it, bring it up early on that one. So, no. Well, that's so close to getting stopped out. Yeah, this is a good trade. So basically where we're at, guys, so I'll just show you this. So actually I tried to take this short earlier. Oops. Okay, we're just gonna stop out. So I tried to take this short earlier. So entered short there. And the run up, the run down I was trying to catch was like what we just did now. And it turned, so it ended up stopping me out. But then I re-jumped in on this one. So when that green candle took out everything towards the left, and the way that I played it was I took the 1-to-1 when it hit, and then I left one contract to run. And so once this green candle loaded, I put the stop loss there. Then we got our first pivot pullback, so then I shifted the stop loss there, and then I shifted the stop loss there, and then I shifted the stop loss there. Actually, I took myself out. I shifted the stop loss, squeezed it, so it got taken out. So that was basically, so we did it like that. Leg one, pivot, pullback, and then leg two. So basically what we're trying to catch on this one is something similar. So like that, push down one, temporary pause or pivot pullback, and then push down two. Obviously I just had the stop loss just there, so but that was like a 300 tick move in that one. Yeah, and so the play that, the one that we were really waiting for was, you can see this little zone that I drew in. So we're waiting for a breakout, which was that candle there. So I took out the majority of my contracts on that, and I thought I was going to have one left running. And it turns out that I must have also taken that one out. I didn't think I did. So you can see this big trade here was actually on the sim account, 260. And then if I go to my take profit trader, 450, which was that as well as some of that. Could have been bigger. Oh well. I'm saying that, guys, that's a power bar reversal. I don't want to take that. So maybe if we come back here, I'll take the color change short. Let's see if we've got any targets. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there's still about 400 ticks, potential ticks of profit, because I wouldn't be reversing this yet. So if we get a pullback here, I'm going to color change it. Otherwise, oops. But I'll only go one contract. I don't want to take the first color change. Usually you take the first color change, but yeah, I don't know about this. I don't take this, so I'll show you the color change I'm talking about. That, and you probably run it back towards there. I'm not sure what my stats are like on that one. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. That move right there. 80 ticks at risk. Could do a solid 2 contracts if you like. Maybe if you're super like that's a breakout, so you could probably go up a bit. 4 contracts. I think I did add to that. Yeah, I did add to that. I was a bit late in the entry. But that's a trade. And that's a good trade. What we want to try catch is the 2-leg move. Let's take it. Let's take it. Let's take it and let's then collect some data on this. So I probably will aim for that low. And I'll just go stop loss just there. And we'll target that low. But like I said, I don't actually have data on doing this from this spot. I know there will be a lot of people trying to reverse this and there's a lot of sell pressure. So I wouldn't be surprised if this follows through. Also, I'm pretty sure I normally get stopped out taking this one. Let's see where the 1-to-1 would be. Somewhere down there. That. Oh yeah. 46. I haven't moved my stop loss, so I'm basically risking $20. $20 with the potential to do 50. Like I said, that's turning. So yeah. As you can tell, I don't normally do that. I thought I'd just better collect some data on that one. The better color change would be that. Or you want to short off of the blue line. That's okay. The only reason why I took that is because I've got this nice little buffer to play with. But I'm just going to write that down on some pad now and just record that statistic. That's why I did one contract, because I wasn't very comfortable with short trading. Hey, just put that into my journal. In general, the way that you run this fib is if it stays within that 30%, sort of where this area is, you're thinking that you're still going short. But if it pulls back up to the 50% or just past it, then we're probably going to do this. We're probably going to do something like that, that, back towards the red line. Otherwise, if it pulls to this section, we're looking for something like just that, and then continuing basically a duplicate of this whole area. You know, because that happened quite quick, it's like a sprinter. He needs a bit of a rest before he does his next 100 meters, and then he just takes off again. And then the other spot that you could put the stop loss is there. No, I don't want to risk 80 ticks, basically. And so if you had the short in, if we still had that one contract in, we would have been taking out there anyway on that short. But then after that, and then the new low, our pivot pullback stop loss would have gone there. So it would have been stopped out anyway. So you can see that one there, obviously a bidder. Now our next trade will be long, and I'll only play it conservative because I want to protect what I got for tonight. So I'll only do one contract. And what we want to see is if I bring this over here. So this is our reversal strategy. I'll just let me zoom in on it. Actually, I don't make it bigger. Let me do this. Okay, railway fonts. Size, we'll turn that to 20. And I might just zoom out of it. Yeah, so I mean, you can see it in this. So we've got to see what happens down here. Either it'll take out the low and come back, or just keep zooming through. But sometimes you just don't have to stop loss in the correct spot. But I only want to risk one bar. So the next trade we'll be looking at is a reversal, and we have to have an extended leg short. So I wouldn't say that. That would be leg one. So we need something like that, and just really, really pushing through. And we might even, like, if I put these, put a line, and see these lows down here. If we just say we target that, and we do go there, then we might be looking for the longs. Otherwise, a lot of the momentum, don't really want to trade against the momentum. Okay, so yeah, so elongated push, short, and then we need a 3-finger spread, which is what we've got right now. There's 1 finger, 2 finger, and price down here would be the 3rd finger. Then we want a power bar start. So, for example, the power bar might be if this green candle just took out all of these, then we could go long. But we want to check to see how much room we've got to go back to. And this room we've got to go back towards this blue line. So yeah, I don't really like that amount of room. I'd prefer to get it like all the way down here and have a lot of room like that. So smaller risk, and we can run a bigger move. The other thing we can wait for is, prefer having these charts a little bit further away. It just makes it easier to see the overall move. Stop doing that. Okay. You see how when we zoom in like that, it doesn't look like it's that big of a move short. So I prefer to get really, really extended, like way down here. And then we can think about going longs. Because ideally, like this one here, that 20 EMA hold, what we want to do is run it like this. Let's pretend leg 1, let's pretend leg 2 happens. Then we want to come up like that, over the blue line, back hit the blue line and just get stopped there. And then we play the bounce play back up to the red line. Just going to make this smaller again, it's too big. And there was a good example last night. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so this is more like, so that would be push 1. You could say that that's the big push 2 happen. And so I played the reversal of that one, which did go quite well. But you can see we still pushed down further. Luckily, I took my target when we got close towards the blue line. But then we come round, and the play that I'm looking for is this one. I know it might be hard to see it. So where are we? It is. Here was this one. So there was our short push, failed to go shorter. Our second short push failed to go shorter. And as soon as this candle loaded and it took out that high, that red, that's when we wanted to go like that. So that's the 20 MA hold, which is the 20 moving average, which is the blue line. And ideally, you want to try to get it. So like there's the first hold. This would be the second hold. Usually this one here, you want to try to get that one, the second one, to run it all the way back up to there. Obviously, it didn't do that time, but that's right. Doesn't always do it, but that's the bigger play. Yeah, I'm going to buy in on this because we're going to take out that high for sure. Good. Nice. So yeah, you just seen what just happened there. So there was the lack of follow through on that, and we were going to take out those highs for sure. So that was a pretty good entry right there. Now, if we get a red candle that just comes in and it just takes out this, then I'll probably go like maybe another 2 contracts on it. Yeah, because the 2 contracts will basically take us to that low, and there's a high chance that we bounce off of that. And if this does happen, we just bounce off of that and we just smash through there. only if I get a really strong short candle right now, like on this next 2 minutes, because basically it's showing that there was no follow and all the momentum is still coming in short. So I don't think this is going to just come through and pick us up, but I'm just getting it ready just in case. And so that was a better play. There was a better play on the going long. That short I took earlier, I mean, to be honest, I wasn't confident. Normally I wouldn't take that, but I just thought I would take it just to, because it is still a valid trade. So yeah, I mean, it would have gone back 1-to-1, but obviously if you had a stop loss behind that power bar, so with the stop right there, like I said, I don't want to risk that much. And I'll see if I can find something that matches what I'm looking for right now. Okay. See if there's anything on the short side. Yeah, I mean, I guess something like that. Like this one here. And we could take it, once it takes it out this powerful green bar there, and just go stop loss like that. Because we're coming back towards that blue line and it's acting as resistance, and then we're just bouncing off that short. Yeah, like this one here. I think I must have taken it. Yeah, it goes last night. I took this. So see that red bar? That's just a full 180. So enter as soon as it takes out that green and write it short. So this is what I'm thinking, what I'm looking for on this thing. So let's say we've done a big push down leg one and we've gone sideways to the blue line, and then we repeat another one, and then I want to take that long back. If I miss that long because I'm not too confident, then I want to look for this, where it goes up behind the blue line, back to the blue line, and then a green candle just takes it out, and then we'll go back long, and we want to try to run it back there towards that red line. The other thing you could take is if this one forms a green candle, see this is the better color change. If this candle closes green, I might take it just to show you guys. Same sort of story though, I'm not sure what my statistics are like with this trade. Yeah, it didn't close green. Well, it hasn't yet. So if that was maybe this one, let's say this one closes up there, green, and then there's a lack of follow through, and then the red comes out and takes it, you can short that. Now, did this one get picked up? No, it didn't. Now, one or two contracts, if we get a strong push through this. Let me check the other charts and see if there's any targets. Even that there, even that there would be a 5-minute entry, and then you can use a 5-minute stop loss and go something like that. Yeah, because then that will be a green bar getting wiped out by a red bar. Let's go one contract, and we'll chuck our stop loss there, and we'll run it. This is obviously pushing up, and we'll run it to there. And as soon as, if we do follow through and take out that low there, I'll bring the stop loss to break even, just in case there's a failed follow through. So the reason why I do like this is because we're hitting this, and then we're failing to push forward, push back short at this stage. Yeah, that's the funniest green candle. But at some stage with this candle here, this has to show some follow through at some stage. So if that doesn't follow through, then I'm bringing this up to reduce the risk, and I'm taking it as a color change short. If it pushes past that, then I'm out. Yeah, so that'll be, I only risk that $20 that I just made before, with the potential to make 70. And because all this price action is happening in this bottom 50%, that's still bearish. If it was happening over the 50, you see how that's gone through now. Unless this candle just turns through and just slam this, then I don't know what the odds are of this following through. So I'm going to close that out. So my next trade will be only if we get down, down this section, and then looking at going long. Now, if that takes that out, see that one there, for me, even though this is just a line, it should, it's more like a band. I'm more confident taking that one there. I'm going to sim count this. I'm going to sim count this. I said we get picked up. Let's see what happens on this. So let's go behind that big power bar. Let's put at the lows. Because this is coming towards the moving average, there's a support, and also the trend is down. It means the overall you want to be playing short. Check. Opens. Let's go. That's, oh, that was the wrong account. Oh no, took that on the wrong account. Damn, it's a shame. Still think this is going to follow through because this is a strong reversal bar. It's a big shame I took that on the wrong account. So if this fails to push short, I am definitely going long. They got picked up a little earlier than I was hoping it did. Stop market. If this continues long, I am going to, continue short, I'm going to re-enter. I will re-enter after it does another big push and gets the spread a bit bigger. If that first time I entered was on this property count, I wouldn't have retaken another one, which is a shame, but it is what it is. So I'm going to increase the contracts on that, and then I'll wait for this to fizzle out. Don't want to jump in too early. So 5 minute, 15 minute, 60 minute trigger. Come on. Jesus. I really wanted to get that in a little bit earlier. That's right. And I will play that back up. Push through there. That was earlier than I wanted. "37 seconds left." Oops. Yes. I'm going to try to catch one more trade. And that's after we have another short. Here's my charts. Where are we? Shopping the rest of the ward. Let's just get out of this so we can go to bed. There we go. Still not super convinced that this is the bottom. I prefer to have something like that, and then there, and then trade off that long. But I've just seen the time, and the time's too late. So it's time to log off. Alright, let me get out of this. Actually, a pretty good week. Pretty good last couple of days, so it's time to end stream.